On the 10th of March 2015, the gaming industry was introduced to a stunning little game that would become the leading franchise within the city simulator genre. A genre previously dominated by the SimCity titles, and while the less said about the 2013 iteration of SimCity the better, Cities Skylines, at least in my opinion, is one of the best, if not the best, city sim games of all time. For our 10,000 subscriber special today, we're going to take a look at how Cities Skylines has evolved from a Finnish indie title into a genre-leading masterpiece. Released in 2015 by Finnish game developer Colossal Order and published by Paradox Interactive, Cities Skylines released to widely positive reviews from all major media outlets. Metacritic has an 85 Metascore with an 8.8 user score. IGN issued an 8.5 rating, and The Escapist gave a resounding perfect score. High praise indeed for the first game in a brand new series. Now, Colossal Order had dabbled in the city simulator genre before with a title called Cities in Motion, but this effort was more of a public transport and business simulator game as opposed to an open-ended city sim like we have with Cities Skylines. Cities Skylines filled the void and scratched the itch of city simulator fans all over the world after the phenomenally wet lettuce that was SimCity, and that colossal fart of SimCity 2013 would leave fans disappointed and flaccid for the return of a true city sim game. Cities Skylines returned to the classic roots of the genre with fun gameplay and appealing graphical style, a good variety of maps and scenarios to play with, a simple yet functional zoning system, a good choice of roads and buildings and other assets to construct your perfect city with, and perhaps Cities Skylines' greatest triumph is its attitude towards mods and its community. Whilst we could dedicate an entire video to the modding scene in Cities Skylines, and perhaps my channel isn't the one to dive into a modded review of the game because I primarily focus on the unmodded side of things, Colossal Order and Paradox must be praised for their focus on mods and the fans. Trawling through the Steam Workshop, you will literally see hundreds of thousands of mods, assets, gameplay changes, graphical overhauls, and many more items to improve and tailor your own experience with the game. In fact, as of the writing of this script, there are 223,746 downloads available on the workshop alone, all fan-created content. If you take a look through the feed of the official Cities Skylines YouTube channel, you will find videos on these mods, collaborations with content creators, vanilla demonstrations, community event live streams, showcases on creators, and tutorials. Really, whoever is in charge of doing this kind of stuff really deserves recognition. For a developer to be this involved and engaged with its audience in an industry that is so plagued by commercialization and microtransactions, truly, hats off to them. It's this kind of attitude and approach to the customer base that has allowed Cities Skylines to become what it is today. To keep players engaged and interested this long into what is now more than a 5-year life cycle is a really impressive feat, and they do deserve recognition for that. Now, of course, there is the vanilla game, and that also boasts a degree of open-endedness, and whilst it can feel restrained at times, especially for console players with 9 tiles, for example, it does succeed in offering a fun and creative gameplay loop for its players. You can experience the survival mode and move through a series of milestones, unlocking more public transport options, roads and buildings and policies to keep adding on to your ideal metropolis. Having to balance the budget to ensure your city maintains a healthy profit, meeting certain criteria to unlock special buildings, also adds a different dynamic into your usual play style and maybe pushes you out of your comfort zone. Or you can be as inventive and as quirky as you like with a kind of creative mode. No worries about money or hitting a certain population to unlock something. Just build whatever you like from the get-go. It's your choice as the player. And if the Cities Skylines gameplay loop wasn't already good enough, or if you're kind of growing bored from it, there are a series of DLCs to further expand upon some already existing themes within the game. Now, the term DLC may make a lot of people cringe and retreat into the nearest healthy weed store to seek shelter from the evil Overlord publisher, but DLC can be done right. Witcher 3 Hearts of Stone. Cities Skylines now boasts 9 major expansion packs: After Dark, Snowfall, Natural Disasters, Mass Transit, Green Cities, Park Life, Industries, Campus, and Sunset Harbour. The vast majority of these packs add significant life into the game, either through new mechanics and management systems, or expanding on current gameplay loops. For example, if you liked placing parks in the vanilla game, Park Life lets you create your own parks with 4 different types to choose from, including city parks, zoos, theme parks and nature reserves. And if you're bored of just a regular university to educate your citizens, why not dive into the Campus DLC, which lets you create these huge sprawling university towns with different modular buildings that all contribute towards the attractiveness and overall level of your university. You can kind of see how the theme of Cities Skylines DLCs work. And we also get a whole bunch of new maps and policies with the DLCs too, which does help to keep things fresh. Alongside the major expansions, there are also a series of other mini expansions, and these include creator packs, which add sets of buildings created by the fans. Creators that are so talented with the engine and their own design that they are given their own mini expansions. Is there any other game in the industry that does this? I don't think there is, at least one that I know of. Packs such as the European suburbia, high-tech buildings and Art Deco have all added a small but welcome flavour into the game. I suppose the take-home point from this video is the fact that Colossal Order have filled a void for a hugely popular genre of games, the city simulator, that EA and Maxis failed to do with SimCity 5, and Paradox and Colossal Order did it outstandingly well. Not only in the implementation of the game mechanics, but the community and the atmosphere they generated around the game. Content creators now have a livelihood from Cities Skylines, friends they've made through community events and Discord servers, huge numbers of fans that tune in every day to watch people build a virtual city, and it's all thanks to one game. Cities Skylines. So what next for Colossal Order? Honestly, I would love to see their take on a life simulator game. So basically have them do what they did to SimCity, but do it to The Sims instead. I think that'd be really cool. Well, who knows, maybe that's already in the works. I really do just want to say a huge thank you to you all for 10,000 subscribers. And when I started this channel in April 2019, I honestly thought I would never surpass 100 subscribers with my awkward voice and annoying accent. Good afternoon guys, and welcome to the first video on what will hopefully be a long running series of a vanilla Cities Skyline Let's Play. You guys seem to like my content, and I can only thank you for that. The likes, comments, shares, suggestions, how active you all are in the Discord, it really means so much to me. Stay safe during these uncertain times, and thank you again. More tomorrow. XOXO. Egg.